The most valued, I be feeling like $1 million in the bank account. The most valued, never die, cause I'm going for the big amount. The most valued, I just turn the robbers cause I really hold it down.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Another episode of Most Valued Podcast. And guess who we have here today? Mr. Abraham. I call him Abraham, man, because that's his actual traditional name. Not by the stage name, but we have Lowkey. I am Lowkey in the building. You know, he's performing in Perth today. It's a big deal. Big artists, you know, featured on a lot of playlists. Top 100 Afro Australia. Here at Iskaba, as I saw as well on Spotify, over 7,000 likes. That's big, you know. And he's doing his thing, man. Lowkey, how are you, man?
Oh, man, I'm good, bro.
Nice to see you again, man. It's been a while.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasure being on the show. You know, I'm back home. This is my city, so, like, we once grew up here as well.
Yeah.
We went to the same school, so it's a pleasure being here on the show with you guys. And, yeah, thanks for the invite.
It's a pleasure to have you, man. You're here with your...
we're like families now. This is Currency, and this is Wilson. And we're like a pack. We move together.
Yeah.
It's what you need.
Man. Yeah, Becky, say your thing, man. I don't want to leave you out.
No, not at all.
How you feeling?
I
We got Becky here as well, you know?
It's nice having like the little family, and something that we've been talking about as well is like once you've been on the podcast, you become our family too. So we'll just be, I can imagine as well. I've got questions about how your family's probably changed and the people that kind of hang on and people that you're like, no, you're not a part of it. But yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming in, team.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but to start off, man, who's Lowkey? Let the people know who you are, man. What are you about? What are you about, man?
Well, yo, as you all know, I go by the name Incredible Lowkey. Yeah. I'm an Afrobeat artist based in Melbourne, Australia, and been doing music for decades now. Can't even count. But yeah, man, music has been my passion since, you know, I started off dancing, moving to music. So it's something that I always loved doing. So it's within. So I've been doing that for ages. So that's who I am. And
love that, man.
Yeah.
What about your lads, man? Your boys? What are you guys, man? What's your inspiration? Life.
Basically, yeah, everything around life. Yeah, it inspires me every single day to be able to go to bed and wake up in the morning. Go to bed as a baby, wake up in the morning, and you're still up again. It's a great blessing. So I mean, I'm inspired by life basically every single day, and I'm just grateful to be alive. At the end of the day, I started from comedy. A lot of people know.
Oh, really? Can we expect that today?
I was going to be on the joke today.
I know, it's a lot of pressure showing up as an artist and a comedian.
I actually quit. Yeah, I quit and then just focus on making music. Then I used to make comedy skits every single time. Facebook, we're always just doing what we love doing. I used to dress as a girl, whatever.
Was that like Vine days? Like, you know, when the Vine was popping?
Yes.
Yeah, it was around
that
there.
That was about six years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was fun. But now it's music and just,
Yeah. What really, like, inspires you guys to do music? You know, who influenced you in the past to do music?
That's a lot of artists that actually inspired me. There's a lot of people that I actually looked up to. I remember growing up, I actually changed my name. Instead of me to write my name in front of my book, I actually wrote another artist that I love.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So my mom was like, "Oh, let me check your book. What have you guys been studying?" And I'm like, "Okay." And then she brought the first book. She saw Timaya.
You're like, I didn't christen you. I didn't give you that name.
She's like, I bought this book. She's like, okay, maybe, you know, like we bring back our friend's book. We copy, you know. I wasn't in class. Oh, yeah, you can copy, take my book, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then she's like, okay, maybe this one belongs to somebody else. And then she brought the next one, Timaya. She brought the next one.
Like, you love Timaya?
Yeah.
That's what African parents say, nonsense, man.
Is it okay? So I had so many questions from listening to your music. It's definitely my jam. Some of them, and I'm the kind of person who looks into the lyrics a lot. And you know, was asking you the question before of like, who are a lot of your when you're writing your songs, all of you, or when you're playing your songs and things, are they coming from things that are happening in real life? And when you've been at your lowest, you speak about your brain, a lot, and you speak about the people in your life a lot. Who is that about? Who is this girl we want to listen to the radio? And where's the inspiration from that one?
Man's a lover boy, man.
Jeez. Mr. Loba is that?
Radio. So what I did with radio is, to be honest, because we had a 6-song EP which we created, and he was a part of the project. So what I was aiming for was bringing different category of genres when it comes to Afro sounds. So I just wanted Afro cultural music. I wanted like R&B, Afro, chill vibe. So it was different range of songs. And then the last song, well, it wasn't actually the last song on the EP, which we randomly, it wasn't meant to be the last song on the EP, but we decided to put it last because I felt like nowadays people are more into that type of genre of sounds, and it wasn't actually my idea, it was his idea.
There you go. The genius. Let's figure the genius.
Yeah, so it was his idea. He brought it to the studio. He was like, Lowkey, you have to do something different. Do something that people would like.
That's true.
Yeah, and then I was like, what do you have in mind? And then he just came up with the drill. It was more drill sound. So he came up with like, listen to this. Let's do something to this. Get out of your comfort zone. Do this. I'm like...
So is he like your pep talker? Is he like, come on, we've got to do this? Is that all the time?
That's why I keep them
Hype
around.
man, he's a hype man. He's a hype man.
That's why they're here. I mean, we feed off each other's energy. It's like... we would never see someone doing wrong and not tell them. You know what I mean? So it's like, we want the best for ourselves. So... if he brings an idea to the table and I feel like it's something we've never done before, let's try it, let's do it. And same goes. So if he's doing something, I'll be like, yo, let's do this, let's try this, blah, blah, blah. Because every day we aim for a difference. We want to see something different. Because I don't like doing something that I've done in the past. I always try to make a little difference for when it comes to me and them. And this is why I appreciate them a lot, because at the end of the day, I won't be here without them. You understand? So. Yeah, so the drill song it was all him, not me. I just had to drop my verse on it. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
We're all grateful for it. It really was. I think I've listened to it on repeat since I've heard it a good 100 times. It's been.
I appreciate that.
Also, and then speaking about that, how do you then decide on the people that you get to surround yourself with? Is it been, have they people who've been in your life for a long time, and how do new people come into your life? What's the criteria of being in the family with you guys?
For me, not cruise with the catch cruise now. yeah, I'm just catching cruise. It means like I know my day ones. I know who has been there from the get go. So like I've got people that I call family, and when we go out, we don't separate people. So we welcome everybody, but we know the limits we've got. So with them, they're always my day one, because when it comes down to me talking to people, I go to them to talk. But when it comes down to we being outside, we're an artist, so we just welcome everybody that's around us. But at the end of the day, we have our boundaries and limits. So all these people you see here now, it's not just from a week ago relationship. It's been a long time relationship. As I said, we went to the same school together.
2007.
Yeah. At the end of the day, when I see him outside, I know like we don't have to link up every day. I don't have to call him every day. But at the end of the day, it's like we've got that mutual respect that I don't call him every day. We don't.
Yeah.
You know what
he
I
knows
mean?
you think about him every day. He doesn't need a phone call.
Yeah, so that respect is just there. That I treat everyone equally.
That's
but
good, man.
but when it comes to relationship wise, I know who I reach out to, and these are my people. These are my family.
Yeah.
So I don't have friends. I've got family. More.
That's true,
Yeah.
man.
I love that. And then so back to the question. Who's this song for? Tell us about the love of your life that you've been speaking about, or the several. If there's a few, I mean.
Hey, you're gonna get people in trouble, Becky, man. You're gonna get people in trouble out here, man.
This is my question coming from a female perspective. I'm like, who is this lady?
I mean,
is it an analogy?
You're making me shy.
Or was there someone who you wrote it about, and then now there's somebody there?
Yeah, actually, I've got definitely.
Yeah.
Because I go through a process in life where I write based on how other people feel or what they go through, and I write songs personally based on my
Your experience.
lifestyle. Yeah, let's say it's like I've got a girl that I've got a couple of songs, but I'm not gonna say which songs is for her. Yeah.
You got to keep that on the DL.
Yeah, there's songs for her, and then there's song like if you listen to Situation, that's one of my favorite songs, which basically talks about my whole life experience. So it's like goes from me having a child, it goes to promoters, it goes to like it just goes out to everybody. So that's something that I relate to. Nowadays, people don't really listen anymore. They just hear sounds. So it's like more of like when you listen to I'm a piano, boom, boom, boom. But the way I connect is by speaking my mind through music. So that's why I have more lyrical songs than just sounds. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to find out if I have a woman did there, but
Follow him on Instagram.
I like. And then speaking about your daughter as well, you were speaking about that. How's that influenced your music, and how you've all kind of mentioned family, and you've all mentioned that. How's that influenced your music and how you guys show up with each other and for each other? Because kids come with challenges, right?
it does. Yeah.
And being on the road and being performing artists.
It's hard for me. I think I every single day I wake up, every single day, every single thing that I do, try to make money, try to do this, go to work, whatever. It's because of them, basically. So I feel like I've actually enjoyed my life to a certain extent. So now I brought people into this world, and I want to actually look after them and make sure 100%.
And it changes your life in a way where it's like, for me back in the days, when I never had my child, I was more out like party.
You had more time and more energy.
Yeah. So now it's like I think twice before making decisions. Like, yo, I've got a daughter, so it's like I want the best for her growing up, you know. So it actually bettered me as an artist as well. It actually bettered me to go. If I step into the studio, I know I know my purpose of being there.
Yep.
So every step we take now is like, what are we doing for them to see later on? You know?
A legacy.
What
are you
legacy.
creating?
Thank you. Yeah, that's the word. So I'm making sure I'm making an impact where when she grows up, like, my daddy did this.
Yeah, that's
like
my
that.
daddy. Yeah,
She
they're
looks
my
up to
uncles.
dad.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
I love
That's
that.
good, man.
It's nice to have that insight as well.
I think last February I took my daughter and my son I had a gig at a festival, so I took them there, and then I was on stage for the first time, and then I can see my daughter. I'm like, everybody put your hands up, and she's like,
Just living her best life. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is fun. It's great. It's
Yeah.
great. It's actually good because it makes you like, sometimes when you want to buy something of $200 and they're like, okay, I've got this responsibility on the side. So okay, I don't think I need that right now. So it kind of like shaping your life, and it's actually shaping your life for the good, for like you feel good, you feel better, because sometimes we just misuse. I don't know if it's misuse or we just
When I misuse now.
Not misuse, yeah. Sometimes we just feel like, oh yeah, we got 500, yeah, I can do this with this. But like when you're thinking about, I gotta buy new school shoes.
Yeah, that's
you're
true,
like,
man.
okay, you get your priority right, and you're like, oh yes,
More responsibility.
Yes.
The song about that,
it's
like,
more
I
different,
can't
yeah.
wear Balenciaga, I've got to buy school shoes. I want to see that song. No, you go.
Nah, man, definitely understand that. With you, Lowkey, what are the toughest things have you faced within the music industry? Because I know that you moved from Perth to Melbourne, right? Yeah. Quite a young age, right? Yeah. So how did Melbourne treat you? Like when you moved so early?
So, what it was back then was, at that time I didn't really find who I was, because I started off dancing. I used to love dancing growing up, and before I left Perth and moved to Melbourne, it was actually my mom's idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but yeah, it wasn't something where I was aiming for music wise, like, because I just used to do it for fun back in the days. I remember it was just something we just used to, you know, yeah. That's it. Like, we were just having fun doing it, and then when my mom decided to move to Melbourne, she brought the idea to me, and I was like, nah, there's no way I'm leaving Perth. That was what I said to her. And then who convinced me to move to Perth was Melbourne was actually my brother. And the way they did it was, there's more studio in Melbourne. There's more music stuff going on in Melbourne. And they actually, before I actually left Perth and went to Melbourne, they actually called a few producers, to be honest, a few DJs, whatnot. They're like, oh, my brother's into music and he's coming to Melbourne and we want you to show him around and blah, blah, blah. So I thought, okay, this is a new destination for me. So let me go experience it. So what I told my mom was that I'd go to Melbourne for like 6 months and see how it is. If I don't like it, I'll come back. Because I have family here too. I've got my sister living here and all that. So I told her if I go to Melbourne for 6 months and I don't like it, I would come back. And she's like, fine.
Yeah.
Well, how long have I
been in Melbourne now?
Yeah.
How
You've
many
been
years
there
now?
for a while
8?
now.
Well, yeah, 8 years. But I think 8
Are you
eight
all
now,
there?
yeah.
Are you all over there?
That he's from Sydney.
Yeah.
He's from Melbourne, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so since I went, I never came back. So I guess like
You're enjoying yourself,
Life too, it's
obviously.
too lovely in Melbourne,
Yeah.
man, honestly.
and when it comes to music and entertainment, I feel like Melbourne has all that happening, and they've got more network. I would say people down there, like, they're more connected, and things are happening down there compared to here. Because when I come here and I meet a certain few artists, and we have conversations different to what I experienced back.
It's so slow here,
Yeah,
right?
it
Like
is.
people talk about things happening a lot here, whereas if you want things to happen, I mean, I'm not a recording artist, but when it comes to everything else as well, a lot of the time Perth is just so chilled that it's like asleep sometimes. It's getting its groove back, I feel like, but yeah. So what has it been like for all of you guys? It's obviously not easy to get anywhere in life when you're trying to succeed with anything, any profession, whatever you're doing, especially in the music industry. What has it been like for each of you guys to break into that, and how much, what are the kind of trials, I suppose, that you've all faced either together and separately to make sure that you're keeping that bond with each other?
Racism? Any discrimination of any type?
It's been, in terms of music, it's always like up and down sometimes, Some people sacrifice a lot of stuff to be where they want to be. I know a lot of people who use their rent to make a music video.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, I've done it before.
It's got to be done. And this is the thing, it's reality, isn't it? It's
So sometimes we make some sacrifice. Those are the people that actually want to actually move forward in life. That's how I put it. Because some people, they're laid back. I see them, they have money, they have talent, but they just don't have the push.
Yeah.
And then you've got some people who just have the push, they don't have the talent, doesn't matter. But they just have the push and they're ready to keep going. And one thing about the industry,
Ready to risk it all.
Yeah.
risk it all, like talking about risk, I've taken some stupid risks before because it's what I love. But now I sit down. I was thinking about it like a month ago. I was like, I really did this. Drove on an unregistered car to Canberra, all the way from Sydney. What am I thinking about?
But it's like
because I've got a gig.
You have to.
Canberra.
Yes,
Jeez.
I had a gig in Canberra. I drove.
It's like
My
you
car was
everything,
unregistered. I was like, I don't have the money right now, but I gotta go to that.
make
gig.
it happen.
Yeah.
It's like you're getting tested. Like, how much do you want this? Like, what are you willing to put on the line for this? And then yourself?
Me?
Yeah. You weren't expecting.
Guy, bro. He hasn't missed anything yet.
I feel like you have. I feel like
I
you
haven't
have.
released any music yet. So
No, but I mean being a part of it with each other.
Session,
Yeah. To be with each
Just
other and to.
time and stuff. You investing
Yep.
your time trying to create something nice. Yeah, for me it's just time at the moment. So I haven't really been consistent with music. So
Yep.
I just do music with my friends and stuff. But for my own, it's just time trying to perfect my craft and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just
Well, you're obviously an ideas, Matt. So having that relationship with each other to be able to say, hey, I think you obviously trust each other, and you've obviously got, your brain is like. So I feel like you probably have. You're probably not giving yourself enough credit.
I haven't done much for myself. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I haven't released anything for myself.
So it's basically what I'm saying is because I've known him for 4 or 5 years. When I moved to Melbourne, that's when I met him a long time when I was in in a group. We used to sing as I used to have my partner, so I met him, and he used to play for a church, like
Yeah, church band.
Yeah, church
piano.
band. So he was part of that,
Hey.
and then he hit me up. He's like, "Oh, guy, come through to the studio. Let's do this, da 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 da." And then within that, it's like the friendship, the bond just grew from there because at the end of the day, I saw the talent he had. And every day is like, I'll push him. I'm like, dude, you got to do this, you got to do that. And he told me, wait, next year I will do this, I'll do that. So it's like him being around me is bettering me and bettering him as
because you're pushing
family.
him.
Yeah, pushing him and he's pushing me as well.
Yeah.
And that's when you know it's a
So-
good relationship. If you're
Exactly.
making my life better, you're in my life. If
That's
you're
it.
making it worse,
True.
Yeah,
goodbye.
that's it. Yeah.
That's the point,
Yeah.
you know.
So yeah, he's always been around. So he's always been around. But when it comes to music wise, I feel like he's very relaxed.
Yeah.
He's a relaxed guy. He's like,
I
yo,
think
it's whatever. Yeah.
Still doing the calculation.
It's like, yeah.
For now, we're good.
It's whatever. And then I'm there behind him, like, dude, like, do something.
We gotta do it.
Calculated man. No, you have to be, man.
Yeah.
You have to be.
I love it. And then but we're talking about the most turbulent times and the things that, like have the songs have been created from and times in your life. What are the toughest times, I suppose, for that have created the most magic for you?
I dig deep, man. Dig deep.
One more.
You can take as much time as you want. This is a deep question.
Yeah, I think mine was, I think it was a breakup.
breakup song, huh?
And you can speak to that because,
And I actually made the song with 3 hours from 3 to
Damn.
like 5 o'clock.
which
Yeah,
song
like
was that?
2 to like, Me and You.
Okay.
It's a love.
and
It's a
that's-
love song. It's a love song, but
I like that job too.
it actually came out from a breakup.
Okay.
So it's like me saying,
Me
I'm
and you
gonna
not
be with
together,
you
under any
under
weather.
any
that's the one.
freaking weather. I'm gonna be So, but yeah, it's a love song, but it's one of those like the fastest song for me because like it was just in that zone.
Yeah, you're speaking your lyrics.
Kind
bro.
of, yeah.
Whatever you had to say to her, you said it on the song.
I know, man.
Yeah.
You can
And
say
I-
to her yourself.
And I
or-
actually made a proper breakup song, but yeah, never be released.
Okay. You can show us later.
Yeah, later.
And then yourself, most turbulent time, I suppose. What where's the most gold come from with the most hurtful or hardest thing that you've experienced?
Well, I went through a hard time. This was just last year, to be honest, which almost led me to quitting music.
Damn.
And we're
Yeah.
grateful you didn't.
And I had my boy, which is he's not here at the moment, but it's Consequence. And I had my girl, which was they were there standing by me, motivating me. But I actually shut everyone out for a few months just to calculate. Because what I usually do, normally when my mom yells at me, I would go in the room. Music wakes me up, like it gives me the energy to because I'll play songs that I can relate to, and then I forget things and then I move on. But then when the incident happened, which I lost my sister that was very close to me, and I was there. That was the most, because I've never been through a situation like that. So I was going through my own process in life where I couldn't escape from music. Like I couldn't find a way to escape. So I felt like music is not helping, and the decisions I've made in life wasn't right for me or her. Because we were outside like having fun, so I felt lost at that moment, and it was I spoke to Consequence, spoke to a lot of my friends around me, and then they were like, "Look, just take time, relax, go to the studio if you have to." And at that time, I couldn't record. I didn't even know what to do because when I play music, it doesn't help. It brings emotions and all that. So. After like a month later, Wires called me, which is a producer from Brisbane. And he kept on calling me. He was like, come. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, dude, I can't really do anything right now. He's like, bro, I dare you to come. he said, I dare you to come Brisbane and find out if you can't. Then that's when I made the song Mercy. It's like, I dare you, just come here. Whatever you need, just let me know. Just come. I dare you to step in the studio and find out if you can record a song. And then when I went there, step in the studio, and he was like, he just played. One thing I like what he did. He didn't play an instrument where it was very emotional.
It's more upbeat.
Yeah, He was like, bro, I've listened to all this beat, and he never played anything emotional. He's like, I just want you to like speak your mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And then that's how we made the song Mercy. And after Mercy, what I thought of doing was, I couldn't release the song if the family wasn't involved. So I thought, get the mom and just put everybody there. And then that was my way of escaping from my pain that I was going through. And up to now, it's like something that I still go back to and think about. And it's actually bettered me as a person, to be honest. And anyhow, we did.
I like. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure, man. I
yeah.
appreciate that, honestly. With you going through that hard time, you know, I know that you definitely learned a lot of lessons. What would be your advice to maybe other artists or people who are going through hard times too? Like, what would you tell them, you know?
I would say for me, my biggest goal right now, which I see a lot of people go through, is people that don't know how to speak up. Especially find someone you can talk to. Because I feel like we, as a human being, I never thought I could go through a situation like that. And I feel like talking to someone is better than
Keep it in.
because you can really lose yourself as a human being. And it's an incident that just happened again previously, and someone took their own life. It's like, bro.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, so I feel like people go through this stuff and I don't know if it's the ego or whatever it is, but I feel like find someone and talk to, just speak your mind and you will be free. I feel like, yeah. So that's one of my biggest goals. Like I tell people, like, whatever you feel around anyone, just let them know. Like, don't keep it in, because it actually bites you.
It does.
It eats you up.
Bites your brain, man.
And the most importantly, I think people need to be able to be patient sometimes to listen to people, because a lot of people have different problems and different things that are actually troubling them.
Yeah.
But when they think about, oh, should I tell this person? But this person is negative.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like, oh, I'll keep it to myself.
I'll keep it to myself, yeah.
And then by so doing, you're basically talking to yourself, killing yourself, and you can't. If you don't talk to anybody, you're gonna keep it in, and then you'll probably be taking a shower and you'll be talking to yourself.
Yeah.
All the best moments in the bathroom, in the
In the toilet.
it is. That's where all the ideas come for me, anyway.
Yeah, so like for me right now, I'm just raising awareness, and I'm telling everybody, like, if you guys are listening, I'm telling you, like, if you have a problem you're going through, never have the ego to be like, I can't talk to anybody about it. Just go out, speak your mind. Even if you need counseling or whatever it is, whatever that makes you feel better, do that. As for me, I speak through songs, and when I'm mad, now when I'm angry, I would go and speak to my microphone. I would talk my stuff.
It's therapy, man.
It's an outlet, isn't it? It's finding your outlet.
So it actually like, you get this relief. It's like, yo, I just did that. Because normally, and one of few of my friends would be like, Lowkey, you normally don't do this. You don't talk a lot, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I'm at the point right now where when you do me wrong, I'm going to tell you.
I'm going to do
tell
you
everybody.
a favor. I shall let you know, so you don't keep on messing up every time.
That's it, yeah. That's
You're
it.
welcome.
That's the peak that I'm at right now, so yeah.
And so the Good Vibes tour, that's, how's that been so far? And what, is there anything like finishing up and from what we've been speaking about today, is there anything that you feel like people don't know about you, or, you guys working together, or the tour and the songs with the tour that you would like to finish up on?
Plaka. This is why we're here.
Killer man. I heard that one. I'm like,
Hey.
what's happening there?
The EP is actually one of my biggest projects, and for it to last this long and it's still going, it's actually like, I'm actually amazed of how. Imagine if I release the next EP, what's going to happen? Like, it's crazy. Like, since I released the EP, and that was during the time, few months after Flora passed away, so I put everything on hold because I did the first show in Melbourne, and then months after that, which we were planning the tour. And then she passed away, and then I just put everything on hold to now. So being back on the road doing this tour, it's actually amazing, because every city we went to, well, Brisbane, Canberra was love shown. I mean, by my guys, by the fans, It's crazy. For me, I just go out and I want to see people have fun and I want to make everybody enjoy. So the Good Vibe EP has been actually crazy, and the love being shown, it's inside and outside of Australia. It's actually amazing. And you know, one of my biggest goal was to come Perth City back home and give them a live band performance, which I've never done.
I'm so excited.
So
it's
I thought to
gonna
myself,
be good.
yeah,
It's gonna be good.
I thought to myself, I'm like, they have to experience it because this is my home city. I'm not gonna come here. I'm not gonna
And
come
then
here
do
and just
something average, you know?
nah.
Yeah, that's true.
I gotta make it crazy for them. I gotta make sure they have fun. So tonight is a night where I guess they're gonna have a good vibe.
It's all out.
Unleash the dragon.
Yeah, and then, like the live band, like I listening to the music, I've just been dancing. I was saying to these guys, I nearly had a car crash on the way here because I was like, oh yes, when I was listening to the music on
Thank
the
you.
way.
Thanks.
So we'll come and we'll be shaking and
Def-
moving our
hey,
body.
definitely.
body,
I'll be looking in the
cheeks.
crowd for you guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'll be the geeky one, like, by myself. But yeah, is there anything that you'd want to finish up on? Any wisdom that you'd like to impart?
I would say if you have a goal and you feel like you're being held back by people or you feel like it's not good, you feel like people are going to judge you for what you want to do, I would say go for whatever you want to do. That's my best advice that I give outside to anybody. I'm like, if you want to do something, do it. Don't have a second thought towards it. Don't think about criticism. Don't think about what people have to say. Because at the end of the day, even me, I go through critics where people say, oh, Lowkey, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I am me because I
That's
choose
who you
to.
are.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I am me because I am me. You
Yeah.
know? You can't change that. You can't change who I am. So at the end of the day, people learn to accept
Who you are. Yeah.
So never judge yourself of, thinking otherwise of other people, because at the end of the day, when they go home, they don't think about you. So you always got to keep doing you, keep
For real.
aiming for what you want to do. So that's my advice to everybody.
Love that.
Some wise words, eh? Oh yeah, what about you guys? Yeah.
May I say just almost the same thing. Just do what makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna try to please everybody, but you really can't please anybody.
Hey, which
So,
is a process I had in my life. This guy, bro, he always goes off at me. Lowkey, why are you trying to make everybody happy?
So be careful who you surround yourself
Yeah.
with, giving you advice, and then don't worry.
Yeah,
Love that.
it's very important to have what's it called, positive people around you at the end of the day. Like for me, I like to make decisions myself, kind of. So if I fail at that particular whatever decision that I've made, I just tell myself, okay, you messed up. You can do it again. But if somebody told me about that particular whatever, or gave me that idea and it failed, bro, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you told me this didn't work out. But like, yeah, so I just, it's good to go with your instincts and just do what you love doing. Make the most out of life and just be happy at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's the most important thing.
It's raining, it's sunny, be happy.
Yeah,
Because life is short,
it is.
to be honest.
See it a
Life
lot,
is-
Costa Titch,
Yep.
AK Aka. Yeah,
I was
well,
just, I was with Costa, 2 months and three,
Yeah, when he was
3
here,
weeks.
when he was
Yeah,
here for the show,
because
yeah.
I hosted the Sydney show.
Oh, you hosted the Aka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Costa is, I don't know, is one of those artists that they actually just, they're
The energy on
different.
stage. is
Bruh, it's
crazy.
crazy,
Yeah,
man. He's
yeah.
dancing the whole time. Like, we
Yeah.
were like, what?
The
Busting
guy
moves.
is, I don't know, it's so genuine, like it's so straightforward, it's nice, it's calm. Like, we never had a problem. We've hosted so many other artists, bro. Like with Costa, it's different. They actually left his bag in Singapore. This guy was chilled. It was cool. They brought everybody's bag. They brought his manager's bag. They brought the DJ's bag.
They forgot
But
his
they
bag.
left his
the
own
most
bag.
expensive one.
The star.
What?
And then we had to go shopping, and it was cool. Went shopping, went there, got everything that we needed. I'm like, bro, you wanna go home so the boys can get everything that you need. Just give us the list. And it's like, no, bro, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
And that's somebody that actually flew on Christmas Day, so he actually spent his whole Christmas flying.
Yeah. On tour.
It's
On-
humble.
like
Yeah,
it's
he's very
humble.
humble, yeah.
It's very, very humble, and it's straightforward. And that's where it comes down to, you know, be happy, you know, whatever you do in life, you know, just be happy. Like a lot of people was actually taking photos with him. Like they've taken about 30, 40 photos. And I'm like, bro, you tired? You want to relax? He's like, no, bro, let them come in. Let them come in.
Yeah.
You know, like that's
He's
how
for the people, man.
literally. I've seen a lot of artists that'll be like, did they pay
Yeah.
to come take
It's about the
photos?
money,
of me?
man,
Did
for some
they pay?
people,
But
honestly.
I felt like he was tired, but he wasn't tired. It was like, let's do it. I'm like, bro, we're gonna go to the after party soon. He's like, yeah, cool. You wanna eat something first? He's like, no, bro, let's go. I'm like, okay, let's go to the opera house first. Let's take some photos, and then we can go to the after party because people still need to move from this venue to the next venue. It was chilled, like literally chilled. Like you wouldn't even believe that if he's here, if he's in this room, you wouldn't even know. Just sit down, it's chilling,
Yeah.
no stress, and it's not just him alone. His manager, his DJ, they're just down to it. Like I've never seen, you know, people like that before. Like
Like genuine,
they don't
yeah.
care about so many things that a lot of people care about. Because I've hosted a few artists, and sometimes they come with some ridiculous. I know it's what they want. You know, I'm not gonna judge, but like sometimes they just come with some list, and you're like, bro, really?
Yeah, you really need all this, man.
Like, do you really need this? Do you really,
Come
you
on,
know?
man.
But like, it's chilled. It's like, yeah, we've got this, we've got that, we've got it. We can work with this, we can work with that. That's actually, it actually inspired me.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Such a
yeah.
genuine guy, you know. Legit guy.
Mm.
Probably a beautiful place to finish.
Yes.
First.
No, I just wanted to. I always ask this. Sachif came the other day. We asked him this. So Afrobeats is big right now. You know, it's everywhere. What are your top 3 artists that you're listening to at the moment, Lowkey? And then we'll do this for everyone.
Well, last year was Kiss Daniel.
Oh yeah, Kids. Yeah, bro. Probably never has a bad song, man. That's what some people say.
Yeah. Nah, for me, he doesn't have a bad song. Yeah. Kiss Daniel. Who else? I actually listen to a lot of underground artists.
Tell us, man. We want to
Yeah,
know.
share.
We want to discover some new artists, bro.
So I have Kiss Daniel. I've got Dramo, which is he's part of Davido's
DMW.
Yeah, DMW. And I've got what's his name? I listen to Zorro.
Zorro, okay.
Yeah. So they
Right.
it's like
Zoro is from Penthouse.
okay, yeah.
Fino.
There's-
Penthouse.
Yeah, Penthouse music. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Good
then
artist.
right now, what's his name? Ayefe, this guy that sang that Temptation song. Yeah, so yeah, that's for me. I listen to a lot of underground music, so it's
Nigerian
basically-
artists?
it can actually just be a random artist that I would just like the song. So, but during the process from now to then, I don't actually listen to. I don't have a favorite artist right now,
Yeah.
and I don't. I intend to not listen to more music coming from outside. That's the process I'm in right now, where I'd rather listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And keep it pure. Like,
Yeah. I'd rather listen to me or listen to my friends around me at the moment. That's the process I'm in.
Yeah.
But if you find me playing my song playlist right now, it's probably from last year, and I haven't updated or downloaded new songs.
Yeah.
And even when the Davido album came out,
yeah.
everybody's going wild about it. But it's like I'm in a process right now where I'm more myself.
Yeah.
I'm
Trying to
in
improve
this,
yourself.
I'm just in that element. So I'm not trying to listen to any noise from outside.
Too much.
Yeah. So when I step in the studio, it's different energy. I don't want people telling me I'm a piano or do this and do that.
Yeah, I was
When
gonna
it
ask that as well,
when
man.
it comes
Like,
natural, it will. But I want my own sound. I just want to create
that's it.
my own way.
Do your fans ever like complain about, I want you to change?
Nah, they don't. They don't. That's the thing.
Good. That's good.
And people think I got a ghostwriter. It's like a lot of people come to me. It's like, who writes your songs? Maybe it's this guy. Who knows? Nah, but people actually think I've got a ghostwriter, but it's just natural. When we're in the studio, I vibe.
Yeah.
I like to create my own energy. I just like my own things.
That's the best.
Because the moment you get caught up in the outside world, I feel like you just become a follower in a way where you don't know yourself. It's like,
Be original. Man.
yeah. And that's one thing that brings the uniqueness.
Yeah.
The moment you take yourself from the outside world and you're able to differentiate yourself from 1,000 of artists, you can put 2,000 artists, but you know what makes you special
Yeah.
out of that. 2,000 artists.
When someone hears that sound, like, yeah,
it's
that's
like,
him,
yo,
you know.
yeah, that guy.
The song
Yeah.
"Something Must Kill a Man."
You listen to cultural music?
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, and literally, I'm like how it's all brought together doesn't make sense to the normal ear. Like it's not offbeat at all, but it's not. It doesn't. It's amazing, and the band sound and like.
Oh, you're gonna
everybody
witness that tonight.
that's what I'm most excited about because
Yeah.
It's like that
you
traditional
literally- you
African
can't help but
vibe, you
move
know?
your body and you can't help but get involved in that. That is like nothing else I've ever heard. So well done.
Thank you.
Like it's when you watch a Nigerian movie, like that's the type of beat.
Yeah, that's
You know?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
dun,
you
dun.
know?
That makes my
Yeah,
heart
like all
happy.
those.
I don't know what it is or from past life or whatever, but it's like there's something. in
Well,
it.
it's like so it's like going back to the root. Like when we talk about cultural music, that's one of them. It's like
Yeah.
when you go Africa, this is where
This is what you're gonna hear, man.
kids dancing on the street, like they're
Exactly.
vibing to it.
And their
something,
big
yeah.
smiles
Yeah,
and-
so
yeah.
it's so I was like, as I said, the EP was a bunch of like different genres just put together in one. So it's like if you listen to that, then there you are, you're enjoying that. If you want to go, oh, I want to chill and relax, then you have that as well. If you want to listen to drill, you've got that as well. So it's like we've got all that in the EP.
You're entering different, spaces,
Yeah.
man. It's good to see that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, man, where can the people find you? I know some people might want to just, look you up, do a bit of research, a bit of stalking. What's your Insta, man? What's your TikTok?
I mean, the funny thing is like TikTok, I'm still trying to get a hold of TikTok. I don't know how to use it. I'm more
Don't
like,
worry about it.
What? You got hype, man.
oh, he knows how to use it, but like this guy is the don when it comes to TikTok. But when it comes to TikTok, I'm just very like relaxed on TikTok.
It's not calling your name. Like, just stick with it.
Yeah.
Stick with what you're good at. Though.
Yeah, but on Instagram, it's the Incredible Lowkey.
Yeah.
So on YouTube, it's I am Lowkey.
Yeah.
So once you type in the Incredible Lowkey, like everything just pops up. So
Alright.
yeah, that's me right there.
That sounds good, man. And currency, man. What about you?
Yeah, Currency Baba on all platforms, same. Yeah.
You don't have TikTok too, huh? You don't have TikTok as well?
I've got TikTok.
Oh, you
yeah.
got TikTok.
Yeah, I've got TikTok. I'm on TikTok, Snapchat.
Hey, you know,
Instagram,
the funny thing is when this guy is promoting his songs,
Yeah.
he intends to influence his comedy
Within the
I like that.
and everything.
promotion, yeah?
I'm excited to follow what you want. To hear all the comedy.
Mm-hmm. It's just Currency Baba.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good, man.
Currency the money and BABA, which is Baba. Yep.
I appreciate you, man.
Thank
Is there
you
going to be
very
comedy
much.
tonight and dancing? There's going to be so like we've got the
Of the Duce, there's going to be a lot of stuff tonight,
Yeah.
man.
I quit just to focus. I've got a lot that I'm actually trying to focus on.
That's good. That's
So I've
good.
actually left the comedy scene for whoever want to do
For
that.
later.
Yeah.
Love it.
Nah. Thanks, man. All right,
Thank you
Abraham.
very much.
Mochika,
Lowkey, thank you for appearing on our podcast. I hope that one day in the future, we can have you back. That would be great,
It's a
man.
pleasure, man. It's a
I
pleasure.
know you're doing
being on
big
the show.
things, honestly, and keep
Thanks.
inspiring those youngins as well who are coming up. You know, they're probably looking up to you. You probably don't know that, but a lot of people are looking up to you as well, man.
Well, I would say thank you guys for having me on the show,
Yeah.
and it's a pleasure. And in 2 years' time, you go see me here.
Again.
In that time, I'll be like a trillionaire.
Amen. Oh, amen.
we're going to hold you to that now. We're your
Now-
family now, so we're going to hold you to that.
Now me go upgrade the studio. See my guys there for back. They don't tired. Like they're so tired.
I
Like,
know.
Lowkey, when are we gonna rock up in a limo? Like when are we gonna chop live? I'm
Next
gonna
time,
go
we
chop
let-
live
We
soon.
got
Huh?
the ball there. That's on us. No, we should have picked you up in a limo. So next time you come to this podcast, we'll pick you up
We
in
got
a
you,
limo.
man.
How
Don't
about-
worry. It's happening,
Appreciate
man.
that, yeah.
Blessings all around.
Yeah, but I like
For
this.
real.
I like what you guys have going on here.
Yeah,
Like
man.
it's
It's a
something-
platform,
it's
yeah,
something
man, you
different.
know?
So yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, but thanks,
Yeah,
man.
You know, back in the days, we really don't have anything like this.
Nah, we don't. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Trying to push the craft, and I think that's one of the reasons why I stopped comedy.
Mm.
Sorry.
Now it gives us a real reason, huh?
No, because like you put a lot of energy into what you want to do, and then there's no platform to actually showcase whatever you've actually
Doing.
whatever you're doing, and it's hard.
It's funny that we like, especially in Australia, it's like artists don't get the chance to actually express what they actually go through.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
we don't actually get the chance to
Exactly.
talk to our audience.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I've been doing music for so long, and I've heard a lot of things being said about me, but the only way I could do it is probably express myself through songs, but I don't feel like people listen nowadays. So this is a platform where people can just come out and be like, yo,
Yeah, who's
like
Lowkey, you know?
I can talk to my audience from here. Like I can reach out. So yeah, it's good. That's good.
For real.
Yeah.
All right, guys, stay tuned for the next episode. You know, that's us for today. And yeah, we'll be back. Easy. Becky, you want to say anything?
Nothing at all. That was amazing. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Perfect.
Thank you
Can't
guys
wait
for
to
having
jam
us.
Thank you, guys.
tonight.
Thank you very much.
Tonight's going to be a vibe.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good vibe.